Rook and king versus knight and king. If someone's flag falls or someone does two illegal moves, the guy with the white knight still wins because you can checkmate like this. Black keeps the pawn here and promotes. Now he presses the clock. Now, according to the chess rules, it is illegal, but the pawn shall be replaced by a queen of the same color, right? Because what happens is normally you have to reverse the illegal move and continue. But when you press with the pawn, there is no reversal. You replace it with the queen. So this was something we have always been arguing. And the rule is you keep the pawn, but once the clock is pressed and it's illegal, the pawn, there is no choice. You have to make this a queen. Now, if this becomes a queen, white is going to be checkmate. There is no legal way for him to escape the checkmate, and therefore there is no legal way for him to create that position where, however, the game is drawn if the position is such that the opponent cannot checkmate the player's king by any possible series of legal moves. Based on this, the game has to be drawn. This will be the final position. This was a pawn going here, and it's the second illegal, the game is drawn. Like, say, knight is here, and the knight blocks like this.
Oh,
Obviously, queen takes knight is the obvious move, but we don't consider like that. We consider not the best moves, right? I want to show you something else. In this position, white's flag falls. The decision is white loses. You know why? Because here he can play this knight here. He will promote. He takes a bishop. There is no reason for white to take a bishop. He's only going to win this by promoting to a queen or rook, right? But we assume he takes a legal move, is taking the bishop. Then he will move the king here. He will move the bishop here, and the knight will come here and give mate. There is no logical reason for this white to promote to a bishop, but according to the laws, we are not talking best moves. We are talking legal moves. That's entirely different. So the pawn can promote like this, and this can happen. Understand? So here, white has moved the pawn, and she has pressed the pawn. This also is similar to the flag fall rules. However, the game is drawn if the position is such that the opponent cannot checkmate the player's king by any possible series of legal moves. Now, the thing is, if he had needed a knight to checkmate, and he has announced a knight and then pressed it with the pawn, it would be different. But the rule clearly states that if someone presses the clock after moving a pawn to the furthest distant rank, the pawn shall be replaced by a queen of the same color. So there is no, like normal illegal moves, you return to the position before that. But in this, the only thing that's going to happen is this will be a white queen here. It is checkmate. So black can't, by any possible series of legal moves, can't checkmate. So the game is draw. This is the answer. 48 is C. In this position, the arbiter is watching this game in a blitz game, 3+2 time control. The arbiter is watching this position. Black to move, and black plays this move. What is the action the arbiter should take? Look very carefully. Look at the board very carefully. You can't create this position. There's a diagram I have edited. The relevant law, the relevant answer is from the rapid rules. I told you it's 3+2 and it's under inadequate supervision. That means there aren't enough arbiters. So the answer is here. If an arbiter observes both kings are in check or pawn on the rank furthest from its starting position, he shall wait until the next move is completed. Then, if an illegal position is still on the board, he shall declare the game draw. The arbiter sees this position. You all have to notice this queen is giving a check to the king. This bishop is giving a check to the king. Both kings are in check, and black's move is actually this. Neither of them had noticed the checks. So the game is draw, right? The arbiter has to stop the game, declare the game draw. Arbiter is watching and black plays this move. Queen takes knight. Black plays queen takes knight. What do you do? Same time control, 3 plus 2. Inadequate superposition, but the arbiter is watching. And black plays queen takes knight. This only is in rapid and blitz under rapid rules. Anyone? You might need some time to explain your answer in words because we are basically moving into essay type questions. No, this is not illegal. In a normal game, this would be illegal. You would have to reverse because both kings are in check. You would have to go back several moves. In blitz or rapid inadequate situation, arbiter sees this and one player moves. Now, here's again the relevant part. If the arbiter takes an action under 751, 752, or 4, he shall act according to provided the opponent has not made his next move. But the instance the opponent makes a move, the illegal move shall stand and the game shall continue. Once the opponent has made his next move, illegal move cannot be corrected unless this is agreed by players without intervention. White can't say black made a illegal move, right? Because his king is also in check. If you look at this position with the queen here, this is a illegal position. So white also can't claim a win. Black made the last move and the black king is still in check. That's the only thing. But if you think of this position, both kings are in check and black's move just eliminated the check to the white king. So if the arbiter is watching and this is played, he just does nothing. Because you can't say black made illegal move here because the position is illegal. According to the laws, the arbiter can't interfere. The illegal move and the illegal position continues, right? In blitz rapid, remember, if players don't notice immediately, the game continues with illegal positions, where illegal positions in the sense one king is in check and it's the other player's turn to move. But they can only be corrected if both players are willing to take it back. හරි illegal positions blitz and rapid වල arbiter දකින්න නැතුව වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ complain ආවමත් ඒක FIDE laws වල විදියට reverse කරන්න පුළුවන්. එනේ players ලා දෙන්නම agree වෙනවා නම් විතරයි. එක්කෙනෙක් agree වෙනවා අනිත් එක්කෙනා illegal position එකෙන් ගහන්න කැමති නම් illegal position එකේ නම් continue කරන්න වෙනවා. illegal හැබැයි illegal position වෙන්නේ දැන් මේ position එකේ නම් queen cut knight කළාම එකකින් කෙනෙක් check වෙලා ඉන්න හන්දා move එක තියෙන king එක්කෙනා නෙවෙයි අනිත් king check වෙලා හන්දා. හැබැයි අපි පටන් ගත්ත position එක illegal position නම් මොකද කින්ලා දෙන්නම check වෙලා ඉන්නේ.